Hey guys, so in today's video I'm going to do an unboxing and a try on style video with the February Allure Beauty Box. So if you want to see how I got this look and if you want to see what was in the February Allure Beauty Box, then please stay tuned. And yes, I know it is March. That's the way it works around here sometimes. So if you're into that, stick around. Okay, we're gonna try this again because every time I put my ring light on, it like totally washes everything out too much. So you already know this is an Allure Beauty Box unboxing. This is not like a first impressions. I've never opened it because I have opened it. I wanted to see what all I needed to prep beforehand before we started testing out the stuff in the box. So there are a couple things that I'm not going to show you in the test out in the video because I've already used them, and I don't want to open these because I have similar things already open and I want to use those first. So we'll get those out of the way. This is what the inside of the box looks like. You always get a little pamphlet kind of telling you what you're getting and what the value is. And I don't know how long Allure has been doing this. See, it's doing it again. I don't know how long Allure has been doing this, but it's sort of like BoxyCharm, where you get, and Ipsy now too, you get special deals on products that they have featured in the box before. By the time I'm filming this, I don't know if any of this stuff is still going to be available because it is into March and this is the February box. And also the Allure Beauty Awards are coming up, or they're happening. Yeah, between February 15th and March 29th, you can vote, and there's a little QR code you can just scan with your phone, get you right in to vote. So first thing in the box that I'm not going to actually use today is the Dr. Brandt Microdermabrasion Exfoliator. I love this stuff. I've gone through several tubes of this. It is fantastic. They have it a lot in these type of boxes. So the full retail value is $79. And then the next thing in the box that I'm not going to use right now, but I have used before, is this Briogeo Don't Despair Repair Deep Conditioning Hair Mask. This is a 1 ounce size, and it says the full retail value of the 8 ounce tub is $38. I love this stuff. I have naturally curly hair. One of these days I'm going to come on here with actually curly hair instead of my straight hair. But this is a fantastic mask. It smells amazing. Just like, let's see if this has a safety seal. It has a safety seal, so I'm not going to refresh the scent memory. It just smells really nice. So the first thing I'm going to actually use today is this Like Butter Topicals Hydrating Mask for dry, sensitive skin. It seems to help when I stick my hand back here, so we're just old school YouTube it. Says it soothes, hydrates, restores, improve the look of your skin's moisture barrier. This thick mask is packed with powerful botanicals for skin so smooth it's like butter. How to use. Let's see. To mask, apply a thin, even layer onto cleansed, dry skin. Leave on for a minimum of 20 minutes. Wipe off with a damp cloth. Has green tea. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that one word. Turmeric, rhubarb, ginseng. It's cruelty-free, made in the US. That's the word I'm not even going to try. No synthetic dyes or fragrances. It's vegan. I'm liking all of that. See, the retail price is $32. That's what the tube looks like. It's one of those metal tubes, which I don't really like because I like to roll them down and they start to crack open on the sides. I use these flat foundation brushes to do my face masks. I don't like them for actually putting makeup on my face, but I love them for putting on face masks like this. This is an old Sonia Kashuk one. I don't know if you can't get this exact brush handle style anymore, but you know. So I don't completely wash my face in the mornings. I've talked about that before. I do it at night, and then in the morning or whenever I get ready for the day, I'll just kind of sweep it with either micellar water and or this Pixie Glow Tonic. I'm so sorry about the glare. One of these days I'll get my life figured out here. on the tube. So let's see. Has a safety seal that I got to puncture, and it has one of those little pokey things in the cap. Just kind of a yellowy color. I'm just going to put this on my face in dollops, and then I'll spread it out with the brush. I don't pick up on any scent, like even ingredient wise, I don't pick up on any scent. So I'm just going to use this brush. Henry's really wanting to go to the porch. I feel like I'm spreading like baby banana food on my face. Yeah, the brush just smells like a mask I used before this one. So we'll leave this on for 20 minutes and then I'll wipe it off. I used yesterday, I've been trying, I say I have been, I did it one time. I'm trying to be better about sunscreen, and since it's been nice here lately, we've been sitting outside, it's like, you know, I'm going to put some sunscreen on. And it's been almost a few years since we were at the beach last, and I had sunscreen from then. It's not expired yet, so I was going to use it, and it's from Neutrogena. So I did all my regular skincare yesterday, nothing new there, and then I applied the sunscreen and then my makeup and primer and all that stuff over the top. And I noticed last night I have these little bumps on my forehead. The only other new thing I used yesterday was this NARS foundation. I really hope that's not what caused the little bumps. I say that's the only new thing I used. I used some of this Becca Concealer that I got from TJ Maxx a few weeks ago, or a couple weeks ago. But I didn't have the concealer way up here. I just had it, you know, here in center of my face. So, I'm gonna let this do its job. And what time is it? So I'll leave it on for like 15 or 20 minutes. And then we'll wipe it off. And in the meantime, I'll show you what else is in the box. There's only 3 more things. This we can go ahead and try out. It's Evelyn Rose Velvet Body Melt from Crabtree and Evelyn. Cream to oil, melt to reveal, soft touch, rejuvenating rose hips, softening mallow, smoothing maru. Retail value is $35 for 8.4 fluid ounces, and you get half an ounce. So I guess they really give you the value of the box with that Dr. Brandt stuff. Anyway, here's that. My hands are super dry, so we can put this on my hands. Rub a tiny bit over dry patches. You don't need a lot to soften them quickly, and keep going if you're in the mood for all over moisture. Elbows, heels, any other dry spots. Silky body lotion with botanical oils and maru butter. Hydrates intensely but feels like you're not wearing anything at all. We shall see. I've talked about this before. I don't do the subscription boxes all the time anymore because I don't need them. Allure is a pain in the butt to cancel. You think you canceled it and you haven't, and you get, sometimes it'll be canceled or you won't get a box that month, and the next month you get, I don't understand. I tried to contact them. No one responds. So this is like real thick. Smells like roses. Got that all up under my fingernail. I should have done it before on my dry hands. I'll do it before this dry hand. It does absorb quickly. Okay, so, I mean, you can tell. Let's get real up close here. You can tell how dry. My palms aren't that bad. It's just the backs of my hands and in between my knuckles. Fingers and stuff, so. See, it really spreads out quickly. I hate that squishy sound. It's so gross. Like, these are scaly. Can you see the scale? You can't really. Trust me, it's scaly. Y'all, that's nice. Not as creepy anymore. And I don't feel like I'm gonna like leave a residue in everything I touch. It's more on my palms. I'm gonna go through that quickly. I didn't use a lot though for that, but I mean, that's a small tub. The next thing in the box is this Heritage Store Rosewater Refreshing Facial Mist. You try saying it. For all skin types, vegan and cruelty free, free of dyes and alcohol. You get 1 fluid ounce. Spray liberally on face and hair throughout the day whenever you want a wake-up call. Ingredients: water, rose water, flower oil. Good for people and the planet. Sold to Skin Beauty since 1969. I'm really miffed we didn't get this box. See? See what it does? I don't understand. For 8 fluid ounces, it's $10.69, so this doesn't hardly cost anything. Mist onto skin from about 12 inches away. You can use it under moisturizer in the morning or to perk up everything. Sprayed on top of skincare and makeup as the day goes on. You can also keep it in the fridge for a cooling, refreshing pick-me-up. Made with just 2 ingredients, purified water and damask rose oil. Interesting. We'll use this today as well. Your friends get a free gift with their first box, and you get a free gift once your friend joins. I guess you can go to Allure Beauty Box. Go to allure.com/friends. They don't know who I am. I give them money and they don't even respond to me as how much they don't know who I am. And then I'll do my makeup today. I'm probably not going to record that because I don't feel like it, but you also get this Model Co. Trio, which I am 1000% not thrilled about. I don't even want to open this to use. I'm not about an all metallic eyeshadow trio. I have a gazillion palettes. The glare, whatever. I mean, they feel fine. It's just not something I need. I'm not probably going to reach for that unless these are just magnificent. Here, we'll do it on the palm since that's better. Damn it, I do like this shade. They're very pretty. There's no, I don't even see glitter in them. They're just kind of just wet looking. So we'll use that in a look today. Retail price on that is $18. Girl, no. $18. We're going to do the look that it suggests in here. Brush the coppery shade all over your lids, the creamy color on your inner corners and brow bones, and when you want extra drama, which, I mean, you know, the darkest brown on the outer edges. Or for a simpler daytime look, dampen your eyeshadow brush and wipe just the copper on your lids for a metallic shadow that's simply gorgeous. The creamy color that they're talking about is straight up gold. I don't know who comes up with this stuff. If you have deeper skin, that would probably be really pretty. But on my pale face, I don't think so. I even have 2 layers of fake tan on. And it's going to be too dark for inner corner and brow bone highlight for me. But we're going to do it because, well, it's been 17 minutes since I started the video, and I was keeping track on my clock, and I didn't know that it's broken. So we're going to go with it's been just about long enough. It's almost completely absorbed into my skin at this point. So, said with a damp cloth, I have these water wipes in here, which if you're a parent of a human baby child, how annoying is that you just keep wipe after wipe? I'm not a parent of a human baby child. And it gets on my nerves. I can't imagine trying to wipe a dirty butt. And then you got a mess to clean up because you have wipes all over the place. It has a yellow tint to it. I mean, that is really tracking my face good. Nothing else. I'm just going to rub whatever might be left on my skin in and use it like moisturizer. My skin is very hydrated. It looks nice. It doesn't feel, it feels moisturized. So, I guess I could like time lapse the rest of my makeup until we get to the eyes. Let me know how you feel about that. I think we'll use this rose water as setting spray today. I don't know what this maneuver was. Yeah, I'm just going to time lapse doing my makeup, and I'll come back whenever, there's Bird, whenever we get to this beauty. I wasn't intending on making this like a not sped up thing. I had it on a time lapse and it keeps, the lighting keeps going so wonky. I've tried so many different things. I don't know what's making it do that. It does it especially bad when I'm doing a time lapse. So I'm using an iPhone XS 10s, excuse me, 10s. And I'm using the front facing camera because that's all I have. I mean, I have the rear facing, but I want to be able to see what I'm doing. So I was having issues with this foundation yesterday balling up on my skin. I thought maybe it was the sunscreen that I use because I don't typically do that, because the primer that I'm almost out of it is the Cover FX gripping primer. I love this primer. So I didn't think it was that. So today I went in with none of the sunscreen and just the little bit of mask I had left on my face and a pea-sized amount of this in the same foundation. Started doing the same thing. So I wiped all of that off, didn't put anything on my skin, just went in with a foundation and a fresh brush, and it was fine. I put on 2 layers. It looks incredibly light when I'm first putting this on. I got the shade, I think, yeah, Fiji. It looks incredibly light, especially when I put it on. But I think it's a pretty great match, actually, for a couple day old 2-layer fake tan. Pretty good match for me. So, as long as I can keep the lighting fine, I'm going to keep it on this, and while we're here, we can use this Becca you guys. This Becca Concealer that I got from TJ Maxx the other day. It's in the shade Banana. It's a very thick concealer. And the doe foot is real stiff. I mean, this stuff is thick. It's probably like if It Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye was in a tube like this with the doe foot. That's probably what it would feel like. This is a little bit too yellow for me, so I'm going to dot the tiniest bit of the e.l.f. Camo Concealer in Light Peach. This is the original formula. The Light Peach is a hydrating formula. It's a completely different color. I'm just going to dot a little bit. Go back with my It Cosmetics brush. Press that in. I'm just going to use this setting powder. It's from Red Aspen. It's just their translucent loose powder. And the e.l.f. small tapered brush. A little bit in the cap. It's a great powder. I really love it with a damp beauty sponge. Don't have one of those ready to go right now, so this is what we're using. It's a great powder. I'm going to tamp out the lines in my forehead a little bit, otherwise they'll be there all day if I set them in place. I think I'm probably a little nuts. I'm going to set most of my face with this powder, and then I'm going to go in with a powder that's going to add some glow back into the skin, but at least I won't feel tacky. I don't like my skin to feel tacky. It grosses me out. I'm just getting the bare minimum. It looks like a lot on camera. There's not that much on the brush at all. While I'm here, I haven't tried this before. I'm going to use this translucent powder to set my eyelids. I normally don't use a face powder to set my eyelids. I'll just use like a matte eyeshadow shade close to my skin tone. But since there's not one in that trio we're going to use today, we'll use this. I'm hesitant to even tell you guys about this, but I have like 2 or 3 backups, so I feel a little safe telling you about this. This is the Wet n Wild Reserve Your Cabana bronzer. I don't even think you could use it as a bronzer if you were the color of my shirt. Right? However, this is a fantastic like finishing powder. It gives the prettiest glow. If you are in like super direct sun, you're gonna look like a Cullen, so use this at your own risk. I'm gonna go in with the same brush and just pick some up, tap it off, pick some up. I'm not tapping it off and wasting it. I'm tapping it back off into the compact. I'm just going to pull my forehead wrinkles taut again and just dust it pretty much all over. I don't know if you can even still get this powder. If you can, I highly suggest you try it. It is very similar. I know the ingredients are not going to be, but it is very similar to the Jaclyn luminous powders, except this is obviously pressed. I've gone through several of these. So now that there is at least the Jaclyn one that we can all buy, in case this is gone, I'll tell you about it. But don't be telling everybody. Please. If you're much deeper than me, I wouldn't probably suggest it because it does have some pigment to it. So keep that in mind as well. Once I set my face, it's gonna be so good. Then, oh, you guys, I'm sure everybody knows this by now, but Makeup Geek is gonna be gone. I'm so sad. I never got to try. I've tried a blush. It's in her like older packaging. In honor of Marlena, we'll use this today. It's in this packaging. I have the shade XOXO. It's such a bright, I love this blush. But last night I had watched her video and she said that all the stuff is marked down on the site, and I'm like, well, let me just go see. It's marked down 40%. And so I picked up 2 blushes, or 1 blush. 2 blushes, a bronzer, and her face elixir. I'll pop them up on the screen so you can see the ones that I picked out, and then when they come in, we'll try them together. But I've been looking for a really toasty blush for when I have super deep fake tan on. A lot of my blushes, they don't quite show up. They just kind of blend in with the color. So I'm hoping this will be the blush. Kind of suck if it is though, because then I won't be able to get it anymore. Oh well. Anywho, we're going to go in with this Morphe bronzer in the shade Big Shot. Got this from TJ Maxx too. I can't remember if that was in that haul or not. No, because I got this when we were in the UP. I'm going to go with this Wet n Wild brush. I'm just going to, I might pop on and tell you kind of what I'm using, but I'm going to try not to talk so freaking much. And for highlight, we're going to go kind of old school with another brand that you can't get anymore. Did Smashbox pick up the Champagne Pop or not? That's what we're going to use. Same brush as last time from ColourPop. I think is, what is it, the F05 brush. I mean, she's pretty. I have a fully unopened backup of this, and I have it in her face palette that she came out with. It has Prosecco Pop and then the 3 blushes. Because, you know, it was all, it's limited edition, it's limited edition. You know how everyone does. Makeup companies, everybody. I'm sure at the time, yeah, sure it is limited edition, because who knows how crazy people are going to go for something. But then it ended up sticking around, so. Going with our Makeup Geek blush. And my no, you know what we're going to use instead? The e.l.f. blush brush that I got from Target the other day. This I know is in my haul video. This is what she looked. I haven't had a new e.l.f. brush in so long. So that's what it looks like, just straight on, and then it's pinched in a little bit so it flattens out and it's tapered here, you know, like you do. I'll show you this next to my Up and Up blush brush. Keep in mind this is very well used and loved, so they're similar in size and shape. The Up and Up one is a little bit bigger, but that could also be because I've had this for many, many years, and so over time, you know, brushes just kind of poof out. So pick up a little bit on both sides of the brush And I'm used to just going in and swirling, but I feel like this one I need to kind of... No, I could have just swirled. It's okay. When brushes are more flat, I feel like I can't swirl them, but this one's doing fine. I know this looks like a lot of blush, and that's because it is. But once I have eyebrows and lashes and some eye makeup on, it doesn't look as out of place as it does right now. Or you might still think it does, but you don't have to walk around with my face, so. And the contour. I really need some more contour shades. I don't need them, but this is all. The blush looks a little ridiculous. Kat Von D, when it was still Kat Von D, Shade Light palette. I'm going to bounce back and forth between the two deeper colors, which is what I always do when I have a fake tan. This is a Real Techniques contour brush. I don't know why I do this, but I do it. This is a Luxie 131 mini angled brush. I like it for my nose contour, whatever, you guys. You get the idea. I'm going to go into the lighter shade. Yesterday I messed up and didn't tap off the excess. Looked like I had a big old dirt mark on my nose. Lately I've been going around my chin like this instead of just under my lip. Go around like that. Don't know if it does anything, but I like it right now. Okay, and for now, that's all for the face. So we'll go into this trio. Clearly, I'm not excited about this at all. I don't want to. I'm going to do the copper shade kind of as a wash all over like you would like a one shadow look. And then I'll deepen it up with the dark one, and then we'll put the light one on and we'll see where we're at. I reserve the right to bring in something else, okay? This is my corner of the internet, and if I want to do that, then I can do that. We'll use a clean brush. It's the Morphe M213. Oh, guys, I don't want to do this. Going into the copper shade. And into the crease. Henry! Hey, buddy. I'm almost done. Well, applied with a fluffy brush, it's showing up more on camera than it's showing up in real life. I just cannot stand the way a metallic shade looks in the crease. I can't. Some of them work. Ones that look this wet do not. No. This is highlighting all of the texture on my lids. These brushes do shed sometimes, I will say that. We're going to go in with just a finger because go back into the copper shade. It looks real pretty there. Remember, I set my lids with powder. I don't have an eyeshadow primer on. They're not sticky, tacky, nothing. I'm sure if I applied this with a shadow base or some setting spray and a brush or whatever, it would look much more foiled. Excuse my throat gurgle. There's fallout galore. Whatever. We'll go in with another clean brush just to be fair. This is just one from Glamour Dolls. It came Ipsy or Boxy something. We'll go into this deeper shade. This is gonna make a mess. In the outer corner. Yeah. Can you guys see? I don't know if you can see. Fallout City. It looks kind of pretty, but I mean, I can do better. It's not for me. It's fine. It's not for me. This is not a clean brush, but I'll clean it off on my super fancy shorts. It's a Morphe M213. I love this brush for under eye work and crease work. I'm going to just go back into the coppery shade and this shade for my lower lash line. Got some in my eye. I'm going to come in closer. It's not good, folks. It's not good. I'm going to do my brows, and when I come back from doing that, I don't want to do this. We'll do the inner corners and brow bone. I don't want to. I don't want to. I'm real glad I used that translucent powder to set, because if I hadn't and that would have stuck in my sticky foundation, ooh. I'm gonna go ahead and set my face now. We'll use this Heritage Store Rose Water. I'm gonna test the sprayer before I spray it at my face. Ooh, she's aggressive. We'll just spray up at an angle. It smells almost like citronella. It's fine. I don't expect it to make my makeup last any longer, but it doesn't claim to either, so. Okay, full brows. That's not an eyebrow pencil. We're gonna use my Morphe brow pencil. And I try not to be so upset, okay? Chocolate Mousse is the shade. Just your standard skinny pencil. This is a, I think, really good match for my hair color, which I need to color. And then my NYX Lift and Snatch Brow Tint Pen in the shade Black, I think. Yep. A little more angular than I would prefer, but tomato, potato. I know that's not the saying. That's what I say. This is my disgusting clear Pixie brow gel. Don't mind the brow gel. I just don't like being able to see what's in the tube. And I like that there's goop on the end. I like that because I go and I use all that goop to hold down my very unruly brow hairs. I do that with any brow gel. I prefer if they have goop on the end like that. No, most people don't. I typically don't open a new mascara until I've used the one up that I have open, but I did get that Lash It Loud mascara in my TJ Maxx haul, so since we're using some kind of newer stuff, I thought we could use that. against my better judgment, we're going to go in with this gold shade on my inner corners. I'm not going to do any liner today. This is Morphe M213. Teeny tiny little brush. You guys, I don't want to do this. It's brighter than I thought it was going to be. But it's still quite yellow. Obviously. If you have deeper skin than me, this would be so beautiful. It's just not what I prefer for me. So it's fine. It does brighten up the inner corner. I'm not going to use this on my brow bone. I just can't. I'm going to use this and mix it. This is, I had to repress this Pearl highlighter. It's a Red Aspen highlight. I'm going to mix it with this gold color. I dropped this Pearl shade twice in a row on my hardwood floor, so she didn't make it. But I tried to revive her as best I could. I don't mind the two mixed. This Pearl shade is super potent, so I know not everybody likes a shiny brow highlight, but I kind of like it. Okay, so there's that. We're going to go and put on some mascara. I'm not keeping this in my collection. I will sanitize it and maybe one of my sisters can get some use out of it. Whenever we all get together, we've started like collecting all the stuff that we don't care for, and then we'll just kind of swap, and it's a lot of fun. So I will add that to the basket. One of them might like it. Two of them, well, one of my sisters has deeper skin than me, so she might like that. My mom might even like that. Okay, this is the e.l.f. Lash It Loud mascara. I got this from Target. Jessica Braun talks about this all the time, and so I wanted to try it. I haven't tried an e.l.f. mascara in a very long time. And she said it was one of her favorites, not just from e.l.f., but one of her favorites in general. Why do they make these so hard to get out? Like, I don't understand. Here's what the tube looks like. Pretty sure it has a rubber bristle brush. Yeah, it does. Ooh, girl. Okay, let's give it a go. Okay, so that's one coat. Two coats. I usually do 3 coats of mascara anyway, so. And I usually like mascaras better once they've been open a little while. But I don't dislike this at all. Just right off the bat. And then there's 3 coats. Most mascaras will transfer on me when I use them on my lower lashes. It's a pretty wet formula, so we'll see. I'm going to let that dry a little bit, and while it's doing that, I'll put my lip on. We're just going to use this Dior to get some of the foundation off. That didn't really help, did it? I'm going to use this Dior. I've always wanted one of these. Addict Lip Glow. It's just in the pink shade. And I've been using this, and yes, it's still in the box because it's Dior. I'm sure you all know what these look like, but in case you don't, then they just pop out like that. And I like that they're a little bit hard to twist up. That way it's not going to go all over your purse. So it's one of those kind of like adjust to your lip shades. It is tinted, but it will kind of adjust too. They have a slight like mint chip ice cream scent. I don't like that with the blush at all. Oh well. Okay, let's see how wet the mascara still is. I'm gonna I don't have a lash curler that I like, so I've been using this trick where you like curl your fingers and kind of, still pretty wet, still pretty wet. And you just kind of hold them there for a little bit. Still super wet. I'm hoping that mascara dries out a little bit the longer it's open. And then we use this Q-tip to kind of clean up the mess I've made. If you ever get mascara on your skin, let it dry. And then go in with a Q-tip and super gently kind of flick it off. Don't do it as soon as you put it on your skin. If you learn anything from me, I let it be that. Okay, there's the finished look that I did not intend on showing you the process of today, but nevertheless, here we are. I'm going to get off of here. I hope you enjoyed the video today, and if you want to see more unboxings like this and like try on as we unbox it type of things, let me know, and I can do that whenever I get boxes. I don't get them every single month, but when I do, I can shoot these videos for you. So I'm gonna get off of here. I'm gonna shoot an intro for the video and then go on about my day. While you're here, like and subscribe if you have not already, and share it with your family and friends. If you like what we're doing here, I would really appreciate it. Thanks. Bye.